Welcome back to my series on Transport Fever 2. Carrying on directly from last episode, we put a plan together to try and save this goods factory. And I think we've got a chance at it. I've never done this before. It's always been too difficult to create the plastics with the oil from the crude and the iron and the coal needed for the steel to be delivered here in time to make one good and deliver it to a town that has the demand. I think way back in the day, I might have attempted something like this and got burnt badly. I've also seen content creators have a similar problem with this factory in particular. It's a very difficult factory to save if you don't have any infrastructure in at all. But we're going to give it a shot. My concern is the 30 million, to be honest, and I guess I shouldn't be too concerned because I could take a loan if needed. I'm taking a little bit of time with this first station because getting this right will affect like all of the lines coming into here. I've elevated it a little because there is some elevation up here at the chemical factory. I just need to make some space here and clear some roads. Um, yeah, this is a little tough actually. I am a little worried about it, to be honest. But we kind of put a half decent plan together last episode, and I think if I stick to it and don't make any mistakes, and I'm prone to make a mistake almost on every line I do, something little I miss, which if I have a delay on this line, this is actually the main road to Bolton, so I'll have to replace that after. I need to be conscious of that as well. But I'll worry about that after. We'll get these train lines in first. Yeah, we're a lot higher here than Bolton, and I need to be able to link to there, which should be fine later on. I think I'm happy with this. I don't think I have to worry too much about landscaping. We do have a little bit of money here, so it's going to be a little tight with the water's edge there. We'll see how this goes. Let's get a train line connection in here straight away, and we'll put this one straight through all the way, and we don't want a tunnel here. Just dig out the land. Yeah. I probably shouldn't be spending this money, right? That is my concern, the money. But I also know myself, I need to let myself know that this line here is dedicated to the planks going up to the tools later on. And that's why I'm taking the time to put this in now and not later. I don't want to redesign this all later on. You're going to the trouble to attempt this. I should put this in at the best I can. Let's see how high that is there. But that's not too bad because I did raise the station. So it is actually fairly level, right? Yeah, that's not too bad. And we'll do some landscaping and smooth that out to make that look a lot better. Yeah, I might do that now, and Yeah, I can't help myself. I need to smooth this out now. And let me do this. It'll only take a second for you because I'll jump back in 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. And we've also reconnected the road, the main road to Bolton there. And instead of crossing the line down there with traffic, I've just put it around the back here for now. I'll probably bridge it later on in the future, but for now it's out of the way and connected. Um, and now I need to take on this rail line here. This is the oil. No, we don't need a road, we need rail. I need to make a fairly hard turn here, but I want to try and keep the 120 speed limit and then a little more, that's good. Yeah. And we need this to make the hard turn because there's just enough room here to squeeze the steel line in, and then we're going to cut all the way across and into the station there. Yeah, that's a fairly good angle too. And then we're going to put a station in here. We could probably pick both the iron and the coal up here directly to the station with no truck linking. Yeah, that will definitely work. Maybe the coal on the right there, that's probably a little iffy because it doesn't have a good connection on that back side. But it should be fine. And I would really like to straight line this somehow straight through here. Probably just connect into the station directly there. I think that will still hit both. And behind there, the coal in the background, yep, we can loop around to that nicely enough. I think this position is okay. Otherwise, get a little bit of an angle here. No, let's just put it here. Yeah. And then a straight line up. Is that straight? I hate, if I want to make a straight line, I never can. It's always got something little in it that's really hard to do sometimes. And being over on the coal side a little bit is a good idea actually. What's the easiest way to make a perfect straight line? Like, what if I just bring the track out to where I think the edge of the station will be, and then add the station in onto the track? Does that actually work? Yeah. Okay. There you go. My affliction loves that. That's the easiest way to make a straight line track. And it's perfectly straight. Okay. I refer to my affliction as if it's almost a person, but it's like my OCD. I need straight lines sometimes. I just need them sometimes. For example, I'm going to straight line this across. That'll do. And straight line this down. Perfect. And we don't need that extra bit of track there, or road there. We can get rid of this, and we don't need this connection all the way through here. Kind of trying to speed run this. I don't want this episode to go on forever. It's a huge expansion in terms of time. So I don't want this episode to go for 3 hours. So I'm trying my best to think because I put the plan in last episode, I pretty much had all of my thinking. It's really just the minor details that I haven't really thought through. So we'll get a straight line here. And this connection into the coal will be a little bit more difficult because I don't think it has any connections here on this back side. No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. No. So we actually have to come down the side here. There's a connection there. Yeah. All right. So yeah, like I don't know. Most people might just click there and they're done. But I actually can't do that. It's not an ability that I have. We'll straight line it here, and then we'll connect in. Or get rid of that. And we don't need this road here. This is connecting to the crude, which isn't really online yet, but it is connected, ready to go, that crude. Just link this straight in here. We need a curve. Yep. Boom. Done. Now, do they connect? Yes, both connect. Beautiful. Oh, we're rolling today. Look at this. No mistakes, okay? No mistakes. Okay, so that will be the coal and iron line, and this will be the steel line going back. Done. Okay, what do we need here? We'll need points here. And what I'll do is, look, I'll just throw a few points in. These can be fiddly sometimes. And for the sake of keeping this video as short as possible, I'll be back in a second, all right? I'll get these points done. It'll only take a second. Watch. I'll be right back. Yeah, points done. Okay, let's move on to this main line. This will be the steel main line. It'll come off this side. And we need this to we'll start from this side because we're going to connect into the oil line here, and these two are going to meet. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And that's not a bad crossing there. There's no traffic on that crossing, so I don't have to worry about that. And we'll link in here. Yes. Oh, is that okay? It should be all right. Inside lane, usually for making sure I've got a turn that is not too tight, because this might be a tight bend up the end here. So we want to keep it at 120 into this station. Let's have a look. Or ugly cutout, 120 all the way. A good crossing. Yeah, we're happy with that, right? Boom. Outside line. This is the oil line that's going straight through this station. And that should snap fine. Yep. And this is the steel line, which will come into this platform. We probably should snap it here and then bring it off this line into the station. Outside should be 120. Yes, yes, yes. All good. Oops. No, we don't want that. Inside line for the steel. Snap straight into, will it? No, it won't. What are you doing, game? You should know what I want to do. Snap to there and into the station. Very good. Okay, that's ugly as hell. Give me 2 seconds, all right? Just another 2 seconds. I'm going to smooth this out a little and I'll be back. Okay, that's all done. Now I need a connection to the town. So what I'm thinking of doing is crossing this track here with a road crossing, to get a link to the town from the goods factory directly, because the goods factory is on the wrong side of the tracks. So having both of these off the station will give me a straight line. We've got a town road, or a city road as I'd call it, because this will connect into the city. And now I want a connection across here with a country road, and I need it to link straight into the goods factory here. Does that have a connection? Yep. I think that's good enough, right? That's straight. And what's the connection like across the tracks? Beautiful. That's excellent. Okay. Now, can I get a truck stop off this line here that connects? Of course I can. Yes. No problem at all. Can I get it from here? Yeah. So I've actually got some room to work with here. So I can go even away from the station if I wanted to. I think what I'll do is I need to make some road changes to just extend the roads out a little bit for Bolton, and then I'll be able to make a decision on where I put this truck stop. That might work a little better for me. Yeah, just give me a second, and I'll put some extra road extensions in here. Okay, done. I've put the road extensions in. I linked in the truck stop. And now I am ready to roll with a truck stop in the town. Yeah, just over this side because we just want the goods. Yep. We'll worry about the conmats later. We actually have conmats local too. But I think we're ready. No, I think instead of delivering the plastics by train here, because that'll need to be a goods train, and I don't have a need for a goods train till later. I can have the goods train with the tools behind us here, and the plastics being delivered into the towns. Well, the plastics down to Bolton and the tools to Basildon. So I think a truck stop here would work best for now, time-wise as well as money-wise. We're down to under 20 million, and I still haven't bought any trains. So having to buy a whole goods train just for this short delivery, I think this is probably a better option. Just clean this up. This will just take a second. Yeah, don't want any of those ugly sharp edges. Everything smooth, 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 smooth. We're good. We're down to under 19 million. I'm going to shoot myself in the foot here if I can't do this because I spent all my money. What does this connection look like? Let's just have a look. Okay, it's hitting the water. Oh, it's crossing the water. And let's just have a look. Oh, we're really close, but we've got room there. We don't even have a good connection up here. All right, but we do have a little bit of space here, so if we just get in a little closer to the rail line, no, need a better connection. Okay, a little closer to the rail line, staying level. Yeah, that should work. And then let's have a look at what it does with that. Oh, it's going to cross the tracks, isn't it? Yeah. But we've got a good angle here. We can stay up at the rail level, and now we should be able to straight line down in. Oh, it's digging a hole. It's coming right down, even below the water line. I mean, this road is just going to flood. I don't like that at all. We want to stay up here at the train line level. Yeah, no, not down. We want to go up to there, yeah. And then we'll keep the curvature of the rail line. That looks good. Yeah. Oh, we've still got some overhead lines there that I haven't cleared away. I'll fix that up later. Not important. But I did waste a little bit of money on those overhead lines. I hate how the game resets them. Every time you come in, it sets it to... It's still digging a hole. Why are you digging down there? We don't want to go down. What if we... Oh, it's because this road here is dipping down. Okay, so if I start the road from here, it'll get... Oh, no, bad angle. Good angle. Okay. Now it'll come up to this line and it'll be perfect this time. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's great. Look at that. And we'll clean that up in a minute. And now I need a connection to the station. Some magic here. I need to fix this up, don't I? Hold on. There we go. Okay. Connect into here to the station. And we'll just go for a turnaround loop here and don't worry about a truck stop. We'll just loop this in. I'll never need a truck stop on this side. Yeah, so we just put the truck stop here and that looks fine, right? We're ready. We're ready to rock and roll here. I have spent a minute putting in all the lines, okay? So the truck lines here, the rail lines, and the delivery line, and we're ready to cook. We're ready to cook here. So, some trucks. We'll need a couple of trucks for delivery and a couple of trucks for the plastics. So we'll throw 2 on the Bolton's delivery for the goods into town, and then we'll drop 2 onto the plastics line for the goods factory. Yeah. Okay. So we're working backwards here. Kinda. Now I've already put in a train depot. So now we need a coal and iron train. And we'll just go with the NoHab that we've been using. I'll probably put different trains into the north here later on. But just to get started, we just need some gondolas. Oh, we need to keep this at like 5 million a train, right? 6 million for this one will leave me 10. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, we need this iron train, and we also need a steel train here. 5.3, 4 cars. That'll be fine. That'll be enough. 5.3 million leaves us 5.5 for the oil train. We'll put this onto the steel. And if you do the steel first and you do the coal second, the coal will actually come out first because it reverses the way it comes out of the train depot I've found. And that'll make a difference. I need that coal out first. Okay, oil train. What can we afford here? 5.5 million. Can we get away with this? Tanker car. 5.3 million. 4 cars. Yeah. That's it, right? That's the one. Okay. Put that on the oil line. Oh, I didn't name that oil line. But that is the oil line. That's definitely the oil line, which is just here. I'll just rename it quickly. It'll take a second. Done. Okay. Where to? Are we done? Are we ready? What have I missed? Have I missed anything? I think we're ready. Got the steel train, the oil train. I think we're ready. I think we give this a shot, right? I think we press play and cross our fingers. Wish me luck, right? If I haven't made any mistakes, this should... So we need a whole heap of events to go our way here that all link together perfectly. So those trucks are coming out. We've got the coal train coming out first. That's perfect because you're going to fill up with coal. And we've got the oil train coming out and you're going to fill up with oil. But here's my worry. We already have an oil line here, which means all the crude that's coming into this station, it's already allocated to this other oil line. Therefore, we need crude to be created right now, and it won't start actually allocating it to our oil line. Not yet, anyway. What's going on over here? Let's just make sure it's picked up the... Okay, our steel train's there on its way. Oh, look, we've already got coal and iron already on its way. The steel side should be fine. We shouldn't have any problems with the steel being delivered directly into the goods factory. This is my worry over here. We are not producing any oil yet because we're waiting for crude. And all of the crude coming in has already been allocated to that fuel train. We don't have a single oil yet. I should do something about this. Let's check the crude. Oh, we got a ton of crude here. And we do have trucks on this line. I know we do. Line has actually been profitable. This was created way, way back. But let's just play it safe and get a whole heap of trucks on this line. And we need to get... Yeah, the crude that's being picked up right now is the crude that's going... that will be allocated to the oil line, which will then take it to the plastics, which will then truck it back. Oh my God, this is where the problem will be. If we fail, it'll be here. Because the oil line has so many parts. It has crude to oil, and then the oil train up to the plastics. and then the plastics to the goods, and then the goods to the town. It has like 5 parts to it. Whereas the steel is really just a direct link into here, picks up the steel, takes it back, and it's done. And it's already producing, and we're doing no problem at all on this side. It'll even return with a whole another delivery. So we don't have any worries over there. This is freaking me out. I just realized I've got the time stopped. I probably should fix that. Let me turn the calendar back on. There, okay. Now, I was just distracted then. Sorry. We need the oil. How much time have we got? This will tell me in days now. We've got 128 days. 128 days until zombie apocalypse. Okay, oil train has left. And it has 4 oil. Oh my God. We got 4 oil. Okay. 4 oil should be enough, actually. Now, the game has something about it where it drops the production in each step, basically. So, like, let's have a look here. What do we got? We got our steel, and it's produced 23, but it's shipping 22 or 24, and it's shipping 23. So it loses 1 in the production, and I think that's like some sort of consumption, like a loss in production along the line. So if we've got, I'm thinking of putting another train on this line. I'm worried about the 4. It shouldn't be a problem, but I should just have this as a backup. I have money. The money's flowing in, so that's not an issue. I can put a second train on this line. But if I do put a second train on any of these lines, I will need some signaling. Otherwise, it just won't move. That's fine. We just need a signal in here. I'm just thinking as a backup plan, it'd be better be safe than sorry. Yeah, we'll put a signal in here, and that'll let me put a second oil train on the line if needed. Because what ends up happening is the 4 could drop down in each step. I have experienced this problem before. And you don't really notice. In your general gameplay, you never notice this. It's never a concern. What, losing 1 production is nothing, right? But in this case, it's very important. Because let's get this train on the line. Let's just do it now. We've got the money, who cares? That one. And duplicate. And good, okay. And do we have any oil sitting here? Oh wow, we have like 2 oil. Yeah. Yeah, we have 2 oil. Okay. See, 2 oil wouldn't be enough if I was delivering 2. No, you don't have anything yet. That was just teasing me. Okay, the crude has, it's actually produced some. So it received 4. It received 4 and created 3. See, it drops 1 at every production. So now the 3 will go down and it should produce 2 at the goods factory. We should be fine. But if it was delivering three or if it was delivering two, it would not have produced any goods by the time it got here. We needed three or more for it to produce one good. Yeah, okay. I'm still nervous, but this should be fine. We're going to save this factory. Oh my God. I didn't think it was actually, and we've got some time to spare. Um, that's one to leave. That's our stone. Who cares about that grain? Nothing else is disappearing. We've got this. I can't believe this. We've saved the goods factory. Here she comes, delivering three plastics, which should produce two goods, because you always lose one in the production. And it's done. We saved it. That is so cool. Okay. Yeah, look, it received three, but it produced two. And there'll be two sitting on the truck here, right? Yep. And that's all it had. And all it had to do was produce one, but we produced two. We were like, okay, all right. I'm really happy with that. And we've got all this production running now up here in the north. We're on our way to um, some interesting expansion up here. We got heaps of trucks on this line. I'll worry about that later. Uh, yeah. Um, and to be honest with you guys, the reason why I have production or factories to be replaced or close, it's called closures. For the factories to close, and I have that set as very often, is it gives me a challenge in this game. Is instead of just sitting back and chill and just expanding at your own pace, I am forced to play the game at a level that I wouldn't necessarily play it without this setting switched on. I would never have expanded into anything in the north here yet, at all, more than likely. Um, I'm getting all of these trains up and running properly because A, I have the money, and B, I'm going to head south again, and I will not be up here to check on this very often. So if I make all these trains full length, they'll it'll continue making the goods and supplying Bolton. Bolton will grow slowly up here, but surely, and and when we do venture up here in a big way in the future, we'll have a lot of infrastructure already in and a lot of primary um, demands already fulfilled. Um, Obviously, we'll need some changes made up here, but I think I've made this section up here. It should be able to stand the test of time. It should be pretty good, I think. Maybe a little bit of you're always editing stations, as you expand. So, um, but we've got second oil train here. That's probably overdoing it now, but it's picking up a lot of oil, crude on the way back as well. I told it to stop on the line to pick up the crude. Need a couple of trucks here. So we'll double and again. Why not? Okay, that should be fine. This is a very short line. Yeah, that'll be fine there. Okay. Are we picking up the crude on the way back? Yes. Okay. That actually will be a very profitable line, taking oil up, crude back. Yeah. Steel is running well now. Overkill on the oil and coal, but sorry, on the iron and coal, but that should be fine. That'll just sit there and wait and fill up. Steel is cooking. Okay. Uh, I think we're done up here. Huge success. I'm really happy with that. Yeah. And it doesn't even look that bad. Um, could do with a little bit of work maybe, but very happy. Okay. What do we got here? We got grain. Who cares about you? You can stay, go, whatever. Oh, we've also got logs. You're a problem. I don't want to deal with you right now, though, because I need those planks to go over to those tools later on. It's not a huge demand right now. We have tools here as well. And both Staines and Swindon have a top level demand for tools. And so that is on the cards. Like, that has to be dealt with. And we have hardly any logs in this area. We're actually shipping logs from up here down to our planks in the south. We do have them here, but that's already used for the machine goods. You are a problem. I just don't want to deal with you now. Actually, I don't like where you're sitting either. Like, I've got the oil around there that I want to bring around to the plastics. And that plastics is for the goods factory down here. So you're totally in the way. I mean, if you disappeared and went somewhere else close by, that wouldn't be a bad thing. As long as you stuck around close by, mate. Like, don't go too far. Or do I just run a truck across there and save it? I don't know. But our stone is gone. The stone is gone. And where has it spawned? Where is it gone? Can anyone see it? I mean, did it spawn? It's gone, right? So, did it spawn anywhere down here? What's new here? Um, this oil here is new. I was hoping it would spawn there. But I would also be happy with it to spawn anywhere here in the middle here. That would be great as well. But it hasn't spawned down here. Damn. Oh, I really needed it down here, to be honest. That's a real downer on on the episode. I was at a real high too. Um, but it's probably spawned somewhere else. Let's go and see. Let's go and find out where this bloody stone is. Mm. Mm. No, that was already here. That one was there, okay? We had 2 stone up here previously. There's 4 stone on the map. That's 1, 2, and our existing is that we're using is 3. The one over the edge was 4. Where did it go? It's not on the map. It literally has left the map. Here I am thinking, it'll spawn in the south. It won't even spawn on the map. What have I done? I've destroyed my game. Do I deal with you then? I guess I have to deal with you. I was actually thinking of running a boat across here, to be honest. Um, Oil there and plastics back. So I could say that, hey, what is that? Oh my God, it's spawned. Yes, 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 yes. Well done. That's not close enough, but I'm not going to complain. But that does not look like it's close enough to a direct link into that train station, but I am not going to complain. That is perfect. Okay, I'm happy to end the episode here, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. A double success in this episode. Very happy. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.